don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay notified of more epic GameFront content.
Hello everybody, Danny here from GameFront.com, and today it's Planes and Chill, or so I've named it. I will warn everybody now, I am not a pilot. I don't know how to fly a plane. If anyone in the chat wants to let me know if the audio's okay or not. It should be okay, I think. But if it's not, give me a shout. I can turn the game volume down. I might just turn it down a touch just because it's probably a bit loud. So yeah, I thought we'd fly some planes and just see what that's about. I have had a quick go of this, but I will warn you all now, it didn't go well. So we'll see how this goes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fly to a few locations that I kind of want to check out, and then I'll open it up to you guys. So if you want to go anywhere in particular or see a particular place or town. Yeah, the music from the pre-stream was actually the game music, so that's all good. Hello Plokite Wolf, hello WWW Graph, hello John Vigo. So I'm just going to fly from Manchester, which is my home base, if I were a real pilot, which I'm not. And just to test it out, let's go somewhere close by, so we'll say Liverpool. I've just had a message on Steam from Adrian saying he wants to go to the North Pole. Let's see if we can just fly generally first, and then we'll consider tackling the North Pole later, because I believe that flying in Arctic conditions is not an easy thing to do. So yeah, I know other people have had some chance to play this before. This game came out today. It's ridiculously impressive. You can literally go anywhere you want in the world, or so I'm told. To varying levels of detail, so there's certain cities which are just fully recreated with hand-built models and stuff. Some places are kind of using an AI, so it's taking Bing Maps data, recognizing buildings and trees and stuff, and then populating it with generic assets. But that's good enough, and we'll see in a minute just what that looks like. The loading times are ridiculous. Point 1. Point 2, if you want to buy this game, or if you have bought it, then I recommend you turn it on before you try and play it, because there is a 91 gigabyte update, which takes literally, well, it took me about 4 hours, and I have pretty decent internet, so it's one of those. Now, aeroplanes, as you can see, it's a bit dark. I should have done this in the daytime, really, but hey ho. Well, it's making a noise. Parking brake. Oh, there we go. Oh. So perhaps using an Xbox controller is not the recommended way to play this, but it's what I'm going with because it's what I've got, and I'm hoping the audio is still okay, because this plane is loud. If there's something wrong with the audio, someone just give me a shout. WWW Graph says nighttime takeoffs are the nicest. I agree. Just look at that city over there. In fact, well, let's go check out Manchester, because I'll be able to tell you how accurate Manchester is, more or less. So I'm going to head towards the bright lights of the city and just ignore air traffic control. So my brother's here now pointing at the screen. He's not on the stream, but he's pointing at, I should use some brother. He's pointing at the screen at some red thing in the distance there. I don't know what that is. Sorry, the camera's a bit weird. Yeah, what is it? Old Trafford. Manchester United Football Club. Maybe. Let's have a look. I should retract my landing gear. Oh. Cloak Eye Wolf says this is brutal. I don't know if he means it's brutal in a good way or a bad way. I assume he means a good way. Let's oh, my plane's still beeping at me for some reason. How do I make that stop? I don't know how to fly planes. Oh, it stopped beeping. But the engine stopped as well, so that's... Well, the sound has stopped. I don't think the engine stopped. I think maybe I was just using too much throttle. What's that down there? Stuff. That looks like a football ground or a cricket ground. Or a field. Is that the Mancunian way? I have no idea. My plane was screaming stall, stall, stall at me then, so that's not a good sign. Ah, well, the airport will be back there somewhere. Yeah, so we're not far from the airport really. So we need more power. The red thing was... Oh yeah, that's the stadium thing. Yeah, well we want the centre of Manchester, which will be about here, wouldn't it? I would have thought. You're just listening to one half of the conversation now on the stream, so I apologise for that. But, you know, at least you can see a plane in some towns and stuff. The graphics are ridiculous, like, it looks so good. I don't know what it looks like if you flew down close, but from here it's like, wow. So we want to go left. I want to move the plane left rather than the camera. Again, I don't know how to fly a plane and it's going stall. That looks like Salford Keys / the Manchester Shipyard to me. It is. That is what it is. That is the lorry. That is Old Trafford. Yes. All landmarks nobody on the stream will have heard of. So we're flying over a part of Salford in Manchester. Oh, would that be Old Trafford there? Would that not be Old Trafford on the screen there, I think? Yeah, so this is Trafford. Home of Manchester United Football Club. That is not what this stadium really looks like, because I imagine it's one of the generic assets that it drops in, but still the amount of detail is pretty crazy. So Adrian is telling me to reduce throttle and pull up, which would make sense. So that below us is Old Trafford cricket ground, and there is a tram line next to it which seems to be there. That is ridiculous. Why is there so much detail there? So from here we need to find the set of Coronation Street. If anyone in the chat has seen Coronation Street, give me a shout, because yeah. So this is like an industrial part of Manchester in the United Kingdom, basically. And from what we can tell, just looking at it, it seems to be more or less bang on, would you say? Yeah. Oh, that is. So this is, yeah. Okay. It's crazy. That is so ridiculous. I'm not going to do that on stream because I don't want people to know where we live. But you can fly to your house on this. Let's go to the centre of Manchester, which if I'm correct would be this way. So there you go. So there's the Beacon Tower. Stall. I know, she should show up really. If I'd stalled, I'd have hit the ground by now, surely. To be fair, if this was real, then I'm sure there'd be fighter jets coming towards me by now, trying to take me out of the sky, but that is Manchester, that is crazy. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks right. So to explain as well, like I was saying on the chat, like not every building is what you would call, oh, I need to pull up, I need power, power. Building! This is going well. I don't know how to plane. Someone teach me how to plane. Ooh, I've landed. That was a perfect landing. A Toyota Corolla has just flown through the tail of my aircraft. I don't know how to. I can taxi from it. I've not got my landing gear down. How did it? Why is that not registered as a crash? 10 out of 10 would fly again. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. Yeah, like I say, I don't know how to do planes. That was a perfect landing. I don't know what you guys are complaining about. Yeah, literally, it just went bonk, down. No one was injured, no one was hurt, not a scratch on the thing. Has anyone in the chat got any suggestions of places they would perhaps like to see? I'm going to try and do it in the daytime this time so we can actually see a bit better. Also, see what planes we've got while I'm waiting for any answers. So we've got a Boeing 747. I don't think we're quite ready for that yet. There's some little light aircraft such as this Cub thing. There are some medium-sized jets on here as well, yes. So we've got the whatever that is, Beechcraft, yeah, it's like a Learjet. Oh, that is a Learjet, I think. I'm not sure. There's the Airbus A320 Neo, which is a popular one. So we've got a request in the chat to go to Norway. I'm not going to try and pronounce the town because I'll get it wrong. Brother's going to have a try here. Trondheim apparently, apologies if that's wrong, but I'll give that a go. What should we fly? I'm not quite ready for jets yet because I can barely get that propeller thing off the ground. Let's try something different though, just in case it handles better. I hear the Cessna is probably the easiest thing to fly. That's what I've been told by people who know how to plane. Apparently our pronunciation there was perfect. Although we didn't pronounce the first part of it, so it was half perfect, but only by virtue of the fact that we didn't attempt the full thing. Anyway, how do I get off there? Okay, so Norway. Let's see if I can find. Wait, is that like the name of the airport, or is that just the name of the? Yeah. So you're good at geography. You show me where I should be going.
So Norway, you want to go up?
Up here, Germany, Hamburg, north. Here we go. Ah. What have we got here? Just trying to find the place. Don't know where it is. Yes, so the adventure bits is in the chat. Hello Morgan, and this is basically Google Maps but using Bing Maps. It's not. It looks better than Google or Bing Maps. Trust me. You'll see it in a second. If you didn't catch my epic crash into a building a second ago. So this is Sweden apparently. So I'm looking in the wrong place. I have no idea. I can try and see if it's on this list, but I think this list has only like the airports which have been extra detailed, if that makes sense, and ones that you've chosen from the map. Just Bing it, Danny. I know I do Bing it. I actually use Bing. It's great because you can earn Bing reward points, and with Bing reward points you can then get prizes like Xbox Game Pass for free just by doing searches, so it's completely free. Yeah, you find it on a map. Brother's just going to find it on a map while I panic a little bit.
I know it's in Scandinavia. Could be.
While you do that, I'm going to well, I think this changes the time because we want it to be in the daytime this time, so let's move the sun around. I think sunrise or sunset is a bit better than just having the sun directly overhead, so let's go for, let's say, early morning kind of deal.
Right, I found it.
Looks good. You found it? Bing has its pros and cons. The pros are
Oh no, going to Brit.
free stuff if you turn on the rewards. The bad news is if you're trying to find something on it, you probably won't. Also, don't do an image search if you've got safe search off, especially because you'll be in trouble. Apparently it's not there, so we can just choose wherever. So that's Finland. Let's choose somewhere in this general region, shall we? Just for the fun of it.
Is there San Martino?
I have no idea. We can do a search, but I haven't got a keyboard nearby.
Go left.
Go left. Yes.
Go to the Caribbean.
Go to the Caribbean. Right, what? Over here. This is America.
Yeah, the Caribbean. Yeah.
Well, this isn't Norway, is it? This is Brazil or whatever.
Oh, are you still trying to find Trondheim?
You know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna fly.
Trondheim's there.
All right, let's fly from here then. That's our departure. I don't know. Let's just set that as our departure because it looks like it's nice and snowy, and then let's set this as our destination. We need content. We need content for the video. People have just been spending 10 minutes watching a map. Go to the Bermuda Triangle. This is the Bermuda Triangle. This is the Bermuda Triangle, the stream. If you're still here, Morgan, then you'll see what I mean now. It's not glorified Bing Maps. It looks good. At least I think it looks good. Although I suspect you might have been trolling with the Bing Maps comment anyway, but whatever. Oof, no content. Well, you know what? If you want no content, go watch the adventure bits. Hey! The experts in no content. No, that's a joke. Yeah, loading screens. This is the loading screen. Things like yeah. Sorry, Morgan. You did ask for that though. Ready to fly. Oh, we're already in the sky. And there's some. What? That was unfair. And why are there all these little target things going on? Landing this. Oh, I've spawned so close that we're basically already ready to land. Did I? Ah, whatever. Let's just fly about. I think that's like your landing path, isn't it? So that would be where you. Well, that's your trajectory down to the runway. Looking at it, but I don't want to land. I've only just sort of taken off. It's better than Ace Combat because it's got no guns and you can go anywhere. I am the monkey and I can go. It's not like Ace Combat. You really need to know how to fly a plane. Like I have no business playing this game really, but I'm here doing it anyway, so whatever. It does try and give you some helpful hints and tips and stuff like that, but I'm not sure that's much of a help really. So the analog stick is very sensitive. You want to just give it little tiny movements because if you try and do like that, for example, it will just go. Yeah, ILS. That stands for something in plane speak, instrument landing system apparently, so that's what that was. Apparently those airports are very close together, and that's why we basically spawned ready to land. Apparently I've got good elevator technique simulating a seagull's flight. Thank you. I am a bird! Yay! Again, if you're watching the stream for some serious aviation, then you're in the wrong place. I am just simply checking the game out from the point of view of the game. I do like planes, and I know a little bit about planes, but I'm not a plane person. I couldn't tell you. Like, I know the trim and rudder and throttle, but I don't actually know how to use any of those things. So we can try flying a 747 soon. I think I've stalled it because I can't actually get. That's a stall. That is some incredibly solid water as well.
What do you mean on the 747 in the Hudson if you want?
I'm gonna pass the controls over to my brother, who you can't hear, but I'll give some commentary on it anyway. And what he's going to do, he's going to try and fly a Boeing 747 from JFK. And no, don't try and land it in the Hudson. That's not appropriate. You can't do that. This is you know, we're supposed to be a respectable outfit here at GameFront. We're not supposed to be. Well, I don't think he was flying a 747 anyway when. But yeah, we want to check out New York though, I think, unless it can be in real time, Morgan. Just to answer your question there, you can set it so it's real weather, real time, real traffic, real AI traffic as well, so you can literally just replicate the whole world in real time with all the planes, which is pretty cool. New York is around here, isn't it? I think. Yeah, there we go. So we'll depart from JFK. Where do we want to go? Let's go to Saskatoon. No, let's go to. You want to go down? You want to go? Bear in mind you're never going to get here, so it's kind of a. Let's fly to Miami, Florida. Can you land a 747? I don't know which one's appropriate for us. Yeah, Miami International will probably be a good shout. And then let's get the big jet out. Morgan has managed to get himself in trouble with the automated chat moderator, so I've just allowed you comment through, but yes, you do have stuff to think about. Just someone in the chat. Boeing 747-400. And oh, liveries. Do we have different liveries? No. But maybe in the future you can have different liveries, so that'd be cool. Cool.
Setting up from runway 31.
We apparently are. So here's the controller for you. I'm going to click the fly button, and we'll see how far we get. Now, the only controls I do know is select button changes your camera view to internal and external. The D-pad moves you around inside, like zoom in, zoom out, looking around. I know that you press Y and B together to take the brake off, the handbrake. And I think A is throttle up and B is throttle down. Your analog stick on the left is obviously your pitch and yaw, and then your triggers are your rudders. The rest of it I don't have a fucking clue. Oh, left stick is your landing gear as well, apparently. Yeah. Zach is here too. The sexy sounding man on this is absent, I assume. Something about Flight Simulator 10. Can you unlock fighter planes? No, I don't think so. And then shoot the guns. Fun fact though, the original Microsoft Flight Simulator for like MS-DOS, or maybe even before MS-DOS, I don't know what it was, like back in 1984, did have a combat mode on it, so you could shoot the guns. And yeah, oh, Concorde would be good, yeah. So there's no Concorde on this, but the thing about this game is like most simulators, before long there'll be a load of third-party planes and skins and, you know, so I'm sure somebody will do a Concorde before long. The one thing I would say is the loading times, but, you know, I can forgive them because it is what it is. I suppose 40 seconds to load the entire planet Earth is not too shabby. So that is a Boeing 747, and that is some choppy frame rate there, for whatever reason. So yeah, YMB lets your brake go, I think. So try, yeah, hey, there you go, that spills your jets up. Hey, we're cooking now, it's moving. How do you turn one down? Oh, so B reduces your thrust, but you probably want to be full bore for taking off a plane like this. You want to probably kick a bit of rudder in, so you're lined up with the centre of the runway. See, sound like I know what I'm talking about. You rotate when you get to V1 apparently. That's a tail strike. See, no, I'm not actually flying the plane. I'm going to talk like I know what I'm on about. I don't know when you reach V1 though, so we're up. But I mean, half your plane's been left behind on the runway, I think, because you scraped the runway there. Anyway, left stick, get your landing gear in, because you're just going to slow yourself down a little bit. You want to maintain 70% throttle for this apparently.
Kennedy Tower, Boeing Alpha Sierra, 747.
Interesting fact, actually, the last ever Virgin Boeing 747 left Manchester this morning. I watched it live on the internet.
Squawk 433, Boeing 747.
It was good. I like a good Boeing 747. Apparently we need to lower our flaps. If you know how to lower flaps, then please do let me know, Adrian. I have not a clue how to do that. I don't know how you do the flaps and slats and all that gear. F5, I can't, I've got no keyboard. We're not if someone knows the controller button for flaps, then let me know. Otherwise, we're not lowering the flaps. But you know what? I'm just kind of here for the graphics really. I just wanted to see what it was like, and if my PC could even run it, which it does seem to be able to do, which is nice. The Brooklyn Bridge. Well, don't fight it. Just let it do what it needs to do. So shouting F keys at me, Adrian's not going to work because we only have a controller. The way my streaming thing is set up, the keyboard's not an option at the moment, so I was hoping this would be an all-controller game. Given this is also an Xbox, hold the Xbox button and select turn off console. Flaps will not be a problem, thank you. It's not on an Xbox, it's on a PC, just using an Xbox controller for reasons. What are you doing with this plane? Yeah, clicking the right stick to recenter your camera, there you go. And then, you know, stop flying it like, I don't know, you took half a gram before you got on. In my defence, I'm not flying at the moment, but my brother's flying this. He's here with me. Yeah, that is downtown New York, Manhattan. Yeah. Alright, well then, you know, it looks good. I like it. But trying to show it us and plowing the plane into the ground isn't. I can't say anything. I didn't exactly do well on my last two tries, did I? That is what she said.
121.125.
So we can try and fly to Miami. I don't know how long that would take. The thing with these flight simulator games is people like do it for serious, so it's all in real time, and you know they do all the air traffic control. 500 miles at 200 miles an hour is 4.5 hours. I don't want to stream just us flying to Boston for 4.5 hours. Miami, whatever. I don't know why I said Boston. Someone Oh yeah, someone in the chat said if you fly to Boston, we'll see so many baseball fields, it's wild. Fair enough, we can try and find some baseball fields. I don't think the plane is supposed to wobble like that, says Blowkite Wolf. You're probably correct there. It's probably being flown outside of its intended technical specifications.
For a money break, we've never played the game.
To be fair, for someone who has never actually flown a plane before, it is at least like level and in the sky, which to be fair, you know, fundamentally are the two things that you kind of want from a plane. The inside is Bath City. Is that the inside of a 747? I don't think I've been inside a 747. It's all very 70s, isn't it? But that's kind of when it was built. First thing to, Adrian says, first thing to check is that there's nobody on the wing of the plane. I don't think there is. So, someone told me something funny the other day. Apparently, you know, in America you do, like when you have a medical issue or whatever, you get diagnosed and you have something called a medical code, apparently. So, a medical code is like, you know, I don't know, IC1 would be like, I have a headache or whatever. And apparently there's a medical code which specifically states sucked into a jet engine and subsequent encounter. Apparently is a medical code in the United States, so whatever the treatment is for sucked into jet engine and subsequent encounter, I don't know. The bumpers, I don't know what the bumpers do. What's the target altitude, somebody asks? I have no idea. Air traffic control did tell us something, but I wasn't paying attention. 40,000 feet, apparently, I'm being told. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. I do like the fact that you've got all the air traffic control in there and they are talking to you and other planes in the area as well. If you were into your planes and you knew what you were doing, I can imagine that would be pretty exciting. So we're now flying at 20,000 feet apparently. Take her up to 80,000 feet if you're cool, says the adventurers. 80,000. So we're trying to get to 80,000 feet. Well, you won't stall it if you don't, you know, pitch it too high. You probably do want to pitch up a bit though, and give it a bit more thrust. So you want to stay at 20,000? I think we're having the piss taken out of us with 80,000 feet because the next comment in space. I don't know planes and I don't know how to do height. 40,000 sounds about right. 80,000 sounds like you're one step away from the International Space Station, doesn't it? So there you go. I wonder if you can get into space if you have like a jet fighter or something like this. Because I'm sure I remember playing in the early, like, you know, Flight Simulator 2000 or whatever. I'm sure if you had a jet plane, you could, you know, when you go into the like edge of space and you can see the stars and the curvature of the Earth and shit. I'm sure you could do that. So it'd be cool if you could do that in this game if you had the right plane. I don't think it has a jet fighter. I don't know, to be honest. It seems to be just going to give it some beans, apparently. It'd be good if people can create their own liveries and upload them to websites like GameFront, because the generic livery on this is a bit dull. I'd quite like either British Airways. I think I like that livery. Virgin Atlantic. What other liveries would you get? A 747 Qantas. They do now, but they didn't used to. Air France. I'm sure there's some American ones. KLM, I want to say. KLM 747s. United, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Adrian in the chat is saying there should be a game mode where you have to transport celebrities or dignitaries. Yeah, that would be Air Force One. That would be good. That's a 747, isn't it? Air Force One. That's a dignitary, isn't it? You can get Donald Trump on your plane and immediately crash it straight into the ground. That's what you want. Yeah, so you got cargo versions of the 747, and they have things like Amazon on them and stuff like that. Yeah, probably UPS carriers. So there's a freight version of the 747. I think this is the passenger version, isn't it? It's got windows. $27,000 feet. There's a lot of requests in the chat to try and do barrel rolls and flips and stuff like that. I don't know if you feel brave enough to give it a go, but okay, apparently my brother is saying if he gets to 40,000 feet, he feels that's a good enough height to try a barrel roll, and if he fails, then he can potentially recover from that height. Either that or put it in the dirt. So we'll find out. In the old flight simulators, I managed to barrel roll a jet. I can't remember which one. But I do remember distinctly doing it because it was one of the fun things. One of the fun things to do. Morgan says 40,000 feet is only halfway to being cool. You need to get to 80,000. He said if you've got an hour or so, he'll possibly get there. So yeah. You're running out of fuel. To be fair, I don't think you're supposed to leave your engines running at full throttle all the way, are you? To be honest. Yeah. There's no way you've used half of your fuel though. Anyway, I was going to say that the physics in this, I believe, are much more realistic than the older flight simulators, so it may not be possible to barrel roll a jet engine. I do know that you are not supposed to barrel roll a commercial airline, ever. It's not recommended. In fact, generally speaking, trying to barrel roll an airplane will shear its wings off. Oh, here we go, we're doing it. Hey, that's not bad. That's pretty smooth. That was no drama. Like a stunt pilot out of you, yeah. Come on, that was easy. I mean, okay, you know.
That's we've not fallen out the sky pretty quickly.
You've stalled it a little bit, but that's not a drama. Fair enough. But that ticking noise that I can hear, that's over G apparently. So apparently we've killed everybody. Apparently we're all on oxygen, and everybody's guts are now sort of. Yeah, I think that's why you don't do this, actually, thinking about it. Are you impressed now, Morgan? Look at the altitude counter flipping up as fast as it can. Your airspeed is dropping quite rapidly, but your altitude is going well. Sebastian apologises for suggesting we do a roll because he's killed Mr. Donahue in first class. His drinks and champagne are all over the back wall, and his guts are all over the front. But never mind.
Maybe that's the key to getting altitude.
Yeah. To be fair, you climbed so much faster after doing that barrel roll than you ever did just trying to do it properly. So. Lizdestic asks, how is the controller / keyboard combo working out? It's not, because we don't have a keyboard. If I'd known, yeah, the controller's fine for our, clearly professional flight simming purposes. But if you wanted to play this properly, you are going to need a keyboard. Apparently, we're lowering our airspeed quite quickly. Fair enough. So one last challenge for you then, because I think we've kind of done the 747. Try and loop it, see how that goes. I suspect it might end in a stall, but we'll find out. You can try. Come on, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Consider it training, recovering from a stall. That's what you have to practice if you're a pilot. So look, you're still climbing, unbelievably. Yeah, your airspeed is basically that is a full-on stall warning.
We're 5,000 now.
You're halfway to space. You're halfway to being cool. Oh come on! You didn't even try it. You need to give me the controller. Let me have a go. I'm
just put the landing gear on.
Well, don't do that. I'm gonna loop delete this if it's not. Well, yeah, because you just. I'm trying my best. It's not. This plane is not. Listen to my controller. It's not happy right now. This is honestly. It's like the flight. It's like the flight. I'm chill. I'm doing this. I'm trying to pitch the nose up. I'm seriously pulling back on this.
Washington Center, Boeing Alpha Sierra, 747 flight level 285.
This controller is going nuts. Like it is vibrating like, well, I don't want to say, but I recovered from that stall that you put me in there. Right, this is how you loop the looper. You can loop the looper 747. See, look, there you go. We're going round. It's like a half loop, isn't it? You want to get it upside down like this, and then that's basically a loop, isn't it? And then you. And then from here, you just out and there you go. It's fine. That's not fine. That's not fine. Why is my landing gear out? This is not good. And I think the game has crashed, or it's frozen for a second. Well, as I think about what to do next. I think the game has gone no. Nope. I think the game has crashed. Oh, this is not good. My controller's still going nuts though, listen to this. That's mental. I didn't know this controller could vibrate that quickly. Yeah, I think the game is toast. Hey! It's time to get my James Heaney technical difficulties card out while I reboot the game. We'll be back in a minute, folks.
I took an arrow to the knee. 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 Long ago I was enrolled in the College of Winterhold, paying my own way with the gold I earned working in the Thieves Guild, but I never ended up with a degree. I had to drop out of school early. My life changed oh so suddenly when I took an arrow to the knee. 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 I took an arrow to the knee.
share, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay notified of more epic GameFront content.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. The game is now rebooting. So while we wait for the various loading screens and other screens and things like that to happen, if anyone's got any other suggestions on places you want to see, airports you want us to go to, now's a good time to get your requests in. Adventure Bits, your ears are bleeding. Is this the intended outcome? You'll have to explain. Is it because of James's singing? Is it because of the fact that it was too loud? Are you just being a troll? Are you trying to give me some genuine feedback? I don't know. Madrid, someone is suggested in the chat. We've never been to Madrid, so we can try Madrid.
Somalia.
Radioactive Lobster is suggesting Pittsburgh. You're suggesting Somalia for some reason. You know, you can fly to some interesting, like North Korea's on there. We could try Pyongyang.
Pittsburgh to Pyongyang.
And Chernobyl is on there. There's not much there apart from radiation, but Pyongyang would be. Should we go to Pyongyang? That'll be interesting. So what we'll do is we'll try Pyongyang. We're only going to like take off and look around. We're not going to be good enough to get anywhere and do anything legit. So it takes a long time. So we're just kind of looking at places and seeing things. So we'll look at Madrid, we'll look at Pittsburgh, and then we might round off the stream. Something to look forward to: Pyongyang, North Korea. If people want to see that, and then we might call it a day. But let's kick off with Pittsburgh. Whereabouts on the planet of Earth is Pittsburgh? Top right near New York. That sounds about right. I think I was. Oh, that's Philly. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Pittsburgh. Well, that's New York because that's Brooklyn, so it might be. Yeah, it's probably going to be further down here.
What state's
Philadelphia
Philadelphia?
is in. We've done New York, Stephen, so you can rewind a little bit for New York. We actually got to see Manhattan and all that stuff. If only there was a search box. Yes, Radioactive Lobster, but I don't have a keyboard attached to it, so I can't actually do a search. You need the mouse to control the map, I'm afraid. So I think we were near it or something there.
Yeah, we was.
Western Pennsylvania. We really should have had a keyboard attached to this, really.
So that's Phila.
In fact, you have a keyboard right behind me, don't you? Do you fancy grabbing it and plugging it into that? If that's a thing. We're getting a keyboard, folks. We've decided that not being able to type might be a hindrance. Whether we use it to actually fly the plane properly, I don't know. But www Garaf says Somalia, likes the Somalia idea. We should do Somalia. Adventure Bits is off for something to eat. Don't worry, if you come back in the next 20 to 30 minutes, you won't miss North Korea, the denouement of this live stream. Keyboard is being plugged in to the streaming box. Where is my USB port? I think I've got it. Hang on. Hey, we can type, folks. We can type. Right, type in the words Pittsburgh.
1T.
I have no idea. There we go. Pittsburgh International. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Do we want that? Not too far away. And as for where we're going, let's just fly to wherever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we could do that. We could try and land in some airfield nearby to an international airport in a jet. Do we want to fly a jet? We should fly something different, really. You want the Airbus A320? Fair enough. Let's have a look at that. We'll fly some smaller planes again as well, but we just want to check the jets. You want to fly the Red Baron into Pyongyang on a spy mission? That sounds fair. Yeah, stick that down here. And do you want to fly this one?
You can be my co-pilot.
My brother is captain on this flight. I am the first officer. Flight Simulator doesn't have helicopters. Helicopters, as far as I'm aware, Adrian. The old Flight Simulator had helicopters, because I remember flying a Bell something or another in one of them. Whether they had, I can't pronounce the word H today. Yeah, they DLC and add-ons and all. Yeah, there'll be a helicopter DLC coming along before long. Apparently, helipads are in the game, and helicopters are coming at some point in the future. I am being told. Yeah, an Apache would be fun. Or what are those ones with the a Chinook? The ones with the two blades on them, like the massive army cargo ones. That would be. You like the? Why do you like the Airbus A320? Because you've been on one. Fair enough. A Chinook it's a Chinook, isn't it? People are saying Chinook, but it's a curly C, isn't it?
Curly C.
I don't know. What about jets? Says Sebastian. What about them? There are jets in it. We just proved our skills in the 747, and now we're going to try an Airbus A320. So I believe the engines are spooling up now. Still got the parking brake on. Yeah, the parking brake thing's a bit awkward. So here we are in Pittsburgh. We're going 10 miles across Pittsburgh. Are you going to try and land this? Okay, we're going to try and land this one apparently. How successful that'll be, I have no idea. How do I know when we reach V1? It's 100 and something miles an hour, I think. 160, 175. V1, rotate. That's the thing people say, isn't it? Don't forget your landing gear. See, real pilots would have checklists and things for this, and they'd know what they were doing. C Magnetic, whatever his name is. C Magnelic. Apparently I sound a bit like Carl Pilkington. Yes, I've been told this on numerous occasions. But I am from that part of the world, so that's why. Alright. B is decreased throttle. It is. I can hear it decreasing in the air. You're flying without sound, that probably doesn't help. But there you go. So you could say this is very much an idiot abroad, this stream, isn't it? Because yeah, you're facing the wrong way. So yeah, you want to do a 180 and head to this other. All right, I'm Carl Pilkington from Manchester. Welcome to GameFront. Apparently that's something someone wanted me to say. Yeah, so aeroplanes, Pittsburgh. I don't know, I just picked a nearby one at random, so I don't know where it's trying to land you. For all I know, it's just going to try and land you on a grass airstrip. So yeah, so that's Pittsburgh International, but I can't imagine the one right next to Pittsburgh International is going to be anything good for a jet, if we're being honest. Yeah, there's a man in my ear going overspeed. Well, I never said I was a good first officer, to be fair. So yeah, anyone who's familiar with Pittsburgh, I think that river is quite a famous river, isn't it? Can't remember. Geography again, not my strong point. But hopefully you can keep your eye on the ground and people can see if they recognise anywhere. It doesn't look like it's in the middle of a massive city or anything, does it? It looks very green. I'm guessing the city is on the other side of the river. Yeah, I don't think planes are supposed to flap their wings like that, you know. It's supposed to stay straight and level. Oh, apparently we didn't pick a place to land, we picked a point of interest as our landing point. So you don't even have a runway. Have a crack at that, go on. You're going to put it in the river. Apparently you can land there though, because I'm sure I said it as the arrival point. Well, apparently where your destination is basically the centre of the city. So let's go check it out, and then you can loop back around and try and land at Pittsburgh International again, with or without clearance from air traffic control, and we'll see how that goes. I don't know can you collide into other planes in this? I don't know. I'm sure you probably can. Don't worry, radioactive lobster. We've got a plan. We know what we're doing. We're flying around the city, coming back, and hoping for the best. You're still overspeeding, by the way. He's having a bobble. Overspeed. Yeah, try and get down low, and we can see the sights and sounds of Pittsburgh. Yeah, so the controller will vibrate quite furiously if you're not flying it properly. I thought Pittsburgh was a much bigger city than that, you know? Am I imagining that? I mean, it looks like it's a big city, but it looks very, very densely packed together. Like, it's not spread out. It's not like London, which goes on for miles, is it? Or is it? It looks quite urban, yes. Can you get it down any lower? That's kind of like Manchester though, isn't it? Because it's like a big city, but then you don't have to go very far in any direction, and you hit countryside, which is good, because you want that balance between city life and country life, or something like that. I don't know. I'd say that was close-ish enough, unless you want to try and get closer. I don't know what those boxes are for. You're still overspeeding as well, by the way, but I don't know. Apparently it's got a rather small central city portion, where there's a lot of suburbs. So again, that's kind of like Manchester, I'd say. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Overspeed. How can you be going too fast? Going fast is a good thing, isn't it? Why? So you want to put your engines back then? The boxes are our route, apparently, so we're supposed to be flying within the boxes. Yeah. That's what we're supposed to do. But we don't follow the rules here at GameFront, we do what we like. That doesn't sound healthy. It doesn't. You're not doing too bad. So for people just joining the stream, the plan is we're just checking out downtown Pittsburgh. We're going to try and land again now at Pittsburgh International, I think, if you can find it again. I think it'll be over to your left a little bit there. And then where we were going to go from there, we're going to check out Madrid. We're going to check out Spain, Madrid, and then we're going to then check out Pyongyang in North Korea using the Red Baron. And if there's time, we might check out Somalia as well. Yeah, it's an action-packed one, folks. We're going on a grand tour of the world. Landing is for sissies, according to Blowkite Wolf. Sinking belly first is for pros. You can try a water landing if you want. It's up to you. Apparently, I've just been told our engine 1 is on the verge of exploding. I think we might have just crashed again. Wow, that's twice this game has crashed. That's kind of worrying, isn't it? Oof, big oof. That's random. We'll wait and see if it comes back to life, but I think it's crashed for the second time. I think every time you try and turn your jet engine into a missile, it tends to crash the game for some reason. Well, you lovely fine folks can enjoy some more of the dulcet tones of Mr. Jimmy James Heaney for a minute while we try and recover the situation. Apologies.
To the Imperials, I killed the dragons with the Elder Scrolls. I used to be so wild and free, and now I wander aimlessly. Adventure was stolen from me when I took an arrow to the knee. I took an arrow to the knee. I took an arrow to the knee. I took an arrow to the
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay notified of more epic GameFront content.
Welcome back to part 3 of GameFront tries to operate an aircraft unsuccessfully. We're back again after our second crash in the game. For whatever reason it keeps crashing. I'd be interested to know if anyone else in the chat has played the game and had any similar kind of issues, because that's kind of annoying, to be honest. However, both times we crashed, we just were discussing, was when we just so happened to have a jet nearly upside down and in a position that it probably shouldn't be. So we might be doing weird things to the physics engine or something like that, I don't know, but it did seem smooth when we were flying normally. Did I install the new GPU drivers that came out today? Of course I didn't. Yeah, that's a good point. I probably should have installed the NVIDIA ready drivers. That completely slipped my mind. I'm an expert gamer. Anyway, no big deal. I will certainly get those installed at some stage after this stream. I'm not going to do it now for obvious reasons. Yeah, so we're gonna go check out Madrid, I think, and once we've done Madrid, we will be checking out Pyongyang in North Korea. We're gonna say hi and stop in for tea and scones with Kim Jong-un. So let's. What time of day would you like, Thomas? Morning, night, noon, blazing hot, midday, Spain. Fair enough. Spain is... Oh, there's a lot of cloud cover, so I can't even see down here a bit. Oh, we got our keyboard now. We can just search for Madrid. Here we go. Is that a main airport? Well, we're going to fly a small plane this time anyway, so... That's not Madrid, is it? Okay. Madrid. No, swear, Madrid. That looks about right, doesn't it? No? Am I spelling Madrid correctly? Fair enough. Let's just find it on the map. You.
That was in South America.
Triple X Remastered says he can't wait to get the game. It's out now if you want it. I don't know if you're waiting for it to come out on sale or something like that. It's a big one. It's nearly 100 gig download. So yeah, it might be a few days before you actually get to play the thing. But that's Madrid. There you go. Says departure. I don't know. What's that? Gary. Fly to Gary Airport. Plokai Wolf says look for MAD or LMA. We found it now. That's fine.
Fly to Gary.
Well, yeah, let's fly to Gary. Let's set Gary as our arrival. Right, aircraft. Has anyone in the chat got any requests for a particular aircraft for this one? I think we're eyeing up the Learjet, but if anyone's got any suggestions. You've got be careful what you pick as well, because there's gliders in this, and if you pick a glider then there's only one way and it's down, so we don't want a glider. Going for the Learjet. Sebastian Colley says the third, so I don't know if it means the third plane on the list or well, we've done the 747, so I don't know if there's an aircraft called that. I don't think there is. Failing any other suggestions coming up in the next few seconds, we'll go with the Learjet, I think. I don't think there are liveries yet for these planes, but it's nice to know the functionality is there. Learjet time then, yeah, fair enough. Okie dokie. Have you got the old controller? I'll have a go at this one. I'll see what I can achieve using my expert piloting skills. The first installment of Microsoft Flight Simulator was released in 1982. That is your fact of the day. Courtesy of the loading screen, which loads very slowly but squirrels its tips very quickly. You can go anywhere in the world. Go to Chamonix to fly over Mont Blanc. Is that how you pronounce that? Chamonix? Something French? To go see the mountain of France. Ready to fly. I think, is this one where we start in the sky again? Yes it is. Fair enough. There we go. I already know exactly what I'm doing. So here's Madrid for whoever it was who requested Madrid. Oh, I see, because we've started at Madrid, which was a point of interest, so it's kind of started us off in the sky because it's not an airport, so that makes sense. Do they want to see? I don't think anyone specifically gets up in the morning to go, you know what, I really want to see this airport today. So let's go there. But yeah, this is Madrid. My challenge, well, so my challenge is to find the airport and land at it. So I'm guessing the airport's in that direction, but Madrid's over here. Let's check out Madrid first, and then I'll give it a go. I wouldn't expect big things from my attempt to land there. Yeah, this looks really detailed. I think we should get low down and try and. I'm going to completely throttle down as low as I can get the engines. The Santiago Bernabeu? Something to do with football, I'm guessing, aka soccer, aka the beautiful game. It's a stadium of some description, I'm sure, whoever wanted to see. Yeah, I imagine that would be there. Yeah, so that's Madrid. Some football stadiums have been like hand modelled. Oh, I've stalled it. No! Don't stall, don't stall, don't stall. Fly. I just want to go down a little bit just so I can see how it's literally doing, that is... Listen, expert, it's fine, not an issue. I knew exactly what I was doing. No, so was the guy in the air. As you were going pull up, the guy in the air was going pull up. You were in sync somehow. But anyway, it's fine. That was an expert how to fly a plane. This thing, I tell you what, this thing has some welly when you stick it in full. I tell you what, it shifts. It's moving. I'm overspeeding apparently, but that was because that's because I was trying to desperately not crash the thing. Okay, let's calm down. Let's get some height on. I'm not going to crash the game. I'm fine normally. Anyway, an expert wouldn't have been in that situation in the first place, I'm being told. However, I would argue that if you want to see the sights from close up, you're going to have to be a little bit daring, a little bit brave. Yeah, you have to ride by the seat with your pants. I am putting stress on the engines. Sorry, Sebastian. Again, full disclaimer, I don't do planes, I don't fly planes, I don't understand planes. Yeah, I don't want it going into the yellow and red, yeah, I get that. I just wasn't paying attention. I probably want to... Yeah, so that's my... Yeah, engine 1 and engine 2 were the throttles there in the back. My nose is now apparently too high. So I need to straighten that up. Is that that's an airport, is it? That is an airport. Alright folks, well I can't turn it around and land it from here, so I'm going to have to fly... No! I need to go out a little bit and then turn it around, don't I? So I need to fly out this way and then do a nice smooth... If I try and turn it around now and land there, I'm just going to go straight into the ground. You want to try and land it there? No, I'm going to... No. You don't know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing. So pre-landing checklist, plane, check, engines, check, sandwiches, check, landing gear, yeah, landing gear, no, I'm just checking it's there, that's all, it's there, check. Pre-landing checklist complete, let's swing it around. We'll be home in time for tea and biscuits. That's exactly how it is. Yes. So where's this airport? See, how am I supposed to get down there? Oh yeah, put my nose down, but not. I know, that's why I was trying to move away from the air. I apologise because I don't know if you can hear my brother speaking, so you potentially can only hear one half of the conversation. But basically, I'm arguing the point that I was right and I should have gone further out, turned it round and come down on a nice gentle descent. Whereas he's saying it's fine, just stick the nose down. And see, no, it's overspeeding now. This is not a good. I need to fly. You don't put the gear down this high up. Yeah, that's true actually. It will generate drag, so I will put them down. But, I think I've already started my go around. Oh, look, the runway is basically underneath me, and I'm how high am I? 150,000. Aim for the. Oh well, right. No. This is not how you land planes. No, this is not how you land planes. I can potentially go for this other runway you've pointed out here, but I'm going for that runway, don't worry. But I'm not lined up with it. Just this minute. If I want to hit that runway, you're supposed to hit that white. You see those white markings at the start of the runway? That's where I'm supposed to hit. I'm not gonna have enough. I'm not gonna have it. This is. What do you mean throttle down? I've got no engine on. It's because I've come in like a nutcase, and I've come in. What do they call it? Hot. I've come in. Genuinely, pilots call this hot and heavy. This is. No. I'm going round. Go around. Take it, Toga. I'm going round. Several people in the comments are screaming, "This is not the way to land, this is not the way to land." I understand that, I'm not a pilot, I don't know how to fly. Alright, that was my attempt, we've gone around. I'm handing over to the co-pilot, you have control. And then, yeah, we'll see what you can do with it, but you're not going to land this, no way. Sebastian, I appreciate fully you were trying to help and you've been doing a sterling job, sir. It's just we don't have a fucking clue what we're doing. It's not your fault. It's completely ours. So, excessive airspeed, so I don't think you're doing a good job so far. You're not lined up with the runway. He's got his concentration face on, ladies and gentlemen. He's not saying anything. I don't know how far... Have you crashed it again? Whew. Ladies and gentlemen. You were not going to land that perfectly. That was trash. Right, we're going to restart. We're going to restart the game one more time. We're going to go to Pyongyang in North Korea. And then paying my own way with
I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
I took an arrow to the knee. I took an arrow to the knee. I took an arrow to the knee. I took an arrow to the knee. I used to live in Daggerfall until I answered Destiny's call. Packed my stuff and left for Skyrim, but ended up in Helgen with my neck resting in a guillotine. The end of me, it would seem. But then again, who could ever foresee? I take an arrow to the knee. I took 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 an arrow to the knee. Long ago I was enrolled in the College of Winterhold, paying my own way with the gold I earned working in the Thieves Guild, but I never ended up with a degree. I had to drop out of school early. My life changed so sudden.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay notified of more epic GameFront content.
We are back once again for round 4 of GameFront versus Microsoft Flight Simulator versus NVIDIA drivers. Just so people know, I didn't update my NVIDIA drivers. People are asking me repeatedly, did I update my NVIDIA drivers? And the answer to that question is no, I didn't update my NVIDIA drivers, so my NVIDIA drivers are out of date. But I can't update them in the middle of a live stream, so we're just going to have to live with the fact that my NVIDIA drivers are out of date.
Just a shame that it keeps crashing as it's going to get interesting.
Ravens number 8 says, hi, can you fly over my house? The answer to that question is technically yes. In practice no, because that means you'll have to give me your address on a live stream chat, which I do not recommend you do. And if you do it, then I'll just delete your message and potentially kick/ban you for being an idiot. So yeah, don't do that.
If he's not bothered, then
If he's not, well, no, because he can't. No, you don't put your don't encourage him. You don't put your address on a live stream chat. But yeah, technically speaking, your house will be in the game, so yeah, you can do that if that's what you want to do. Ladies and gentlemen, well, yeah, that's why I was asking for requests for cities, like towns and cities, fine. But if you're giving me your zip code or whatever, it's not cool.
Just say give me your town, I'll fly.
Yeah, if you give us your town, we might entertain that request. But are we doing Pyongyang? I think it's time for Pyongyang in North Korea. We're going to try and do what we can do before it crashes. Vancouver, apparently. We haven't been to Canada yet, so that might not be a... If we get time, we might... If we can get through this Pyongyang without crashing, we might check out Vancouver. But no guarantees, because like I say, NVIDIA driver's not up to date. And then anytime we tilt a jet engine too far to the left or to the right, it seems to crash the game for whatever reason. Saigon is a totally different country. North Korea doesn't seem to be in the search index. You know what? I suspect that you're not going to have any airports in North Korea. Yeah, there are airports, but I don't know if they'll be on the game. I know you can. I know you can get that. The sun, you can. So in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a. Yeah, you can change the time. There you go. So we might have to find. We might have to find the nearest airport to North Korea, and then fly to North Korea.
That's Australia.
Yeah, that's Australia. That's not North Korea. Yeah, yeah. Do you want me to?
Yeah, go on, you do it, please.
You show me where North Korea is on this map.
Right, that's the Philippines. That's China.
So apparently there's the Philippines, China, Japan. So it's over here somewhere. Down here? It's over here apparently, where there's some clouds. To be fair, North Korea is supposed to be hard to find. So I wouldn't have thought it was that close to Australia, was it? Yeah, it's east of China. We can't see because of the cloud, apparently. Can we turn the cloud off? Apparently, we might be able to turn the cloud off, to be honest. Weather. Can we turn... Well, we got live weather on at the moment. Clear skies. That doesn't really change the map, so that doesn't really work. It's above South Korea, apparently. I know. I don't know how to search for it. Where's my? Let me look on an actual. Okay, so that's in China. So that's fine. It's east of China. You found it. So, is that Pyongyang? We found Pyongyang, ladies and gentlemen. We found Pyongyang. So let's. If you click on the stadium. No, you might have to just do the stadium and then.
Because if you look down, that'll be Seoul, Suwon, Seoul.
So let's assume that we're not going to have time to. Yeah, let's assume we're not going to have time. Yeah, let's just fly. So here we go. airplane. Any suggestions from people? Yeah, we're doing the Red Baron actually for this one. Yeah, there we go. The Red Baron spy plane. That thing is not getting near North Korea in real life because it will have been shot down before it got anywhere close to Pyongyang. Because I don't see that plane having a lot of range on it, if I'm honest. Just click on the top. Yeah, click on there, and then just click fly in the bottom right. There we go. How to geography with GameFront. Yeah. Pyongyang in Australia/New Zealand is a dictatorship run by President Donald Trump Young III. Kim Young Trump III. Texas is a state. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in North Korea in the Red Baron.
Fun fact, that is the largest open-air stadium in the world.
So apparently, fun fact, that is the largest open-air stadium in the world, which is ironic because there's nobody ever in it, I imagine. I wonder what coronavirus is like in North Korea. Like, do you think they even have it? Yeah, because no one goes in and out there, would they? So they don't even have that issue. So this stadium apparently has a capacity of over 100,000 North Koreans or 13 American visitors. I don't think you're flying this plane the way it was. No. Look, now you've ditched it in the middle of North Korea, and now you're taking off in the middle of a. How have you got that back in the sky? What is going on? What is happening? Is it a real plane or a remote? It looks more like a remote controlled aircraft, this thing. Maybe just, yeah, give it here. What have you done? This is the most understated warning in the history of aviation. Incorrect heading indicator. No shit. Jesus, what did you do? Well, it is a stunt plane. The Red Baron. Yeah, we're really going to conquer North Korea in this thing, aren't we? Yeah, it's not happy. I'm trying to rotate, it's not even moving now. I've got full rudder. Why is there a car just driving through a field? What is actually going on right now? No, come on. Welcome to this quality aviation stream, folks, where we're showing you how to fly a plane the proper way. Testing the water quality in Pyongyang's city of North Korea's city of Pyongyang. What? I've completely lost. Right, wait. Right, I'm trying to get this plane into the sky now, but. Do you know what's amazing though? We could potentially have just driven around North Korea rather than fly around. Oh, it's upside down now, right? Let's try again. You know what? I'm picking a different plane. Can I? Let me try again from the sky, which is. It does look like a difficult aircraft to fly, but it is a stunt plane, so they're designed to be maneuverable. I'm going to give this a try. It just needs gentle touches on the analog stick. See, look, this is fine. This is beautiful. It's the easiest plane in the game. I don't know what my brother's problem was. He clearly doesn't know how to fly like I do. Captain for 10 years with British Airways, and then I became a stunt pilot. Before I commanded the space shuttle on its final mission to the International Space Station. So, yes, it's very communist, which is what North Korea is all about, I believe. So, here we are in Pyongyang. There's a lot of Soviet-era skyscrapers knocking around. Are there any particular landmarks in North Korea that we should probably... So there's a stadium. I'm sure they have like a the world, well, the region's tallest building in North Korea. Then again, a shed could be the tallest building in North Korea for all I know. I don't actually know much about North Korea. There we go. So, see, I don't know what your trouble was, this plane. I don't know, we'll soon find out. So we're going to have a look over here, just to see what this is. I'm sure that's more downtown Pyongyang. Oh, I can see what you mean. If you touch it too much, it really doesn't like it. This plane is super sensitive. However, I imagine it's easy for doing things like this. Dun 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 dun. So yeah, Pyongyang, Korea. I tell you what, since Pyongyang is a bit boring, we might try Somalia, and then we'll. Was it Vancouver? Someone requested Vancouver. We are going to have to wrap up the stream at some stage, but I'm quite enjoying it. I'm just mesmerised just by how nice the graphics are, how nice the clouds especially are insane. I'm sure you've heard people bleating on about this for a long time, but the clouds are nuts. Like, they look so realistic. That is probably some kind of factory or something. Chimney, smokestack. I know there are a lot of factories in Pyongyang, because I remember seeing in documentaries there were like factories everywhere with smoke pouring out of them and all sorts. Yeah, that's true. So the rest of North Korea is kind of a bit of an unknown, to be honest. So Zach is asking me to do a barrel roll. I've already done a barrel roll, but I'll do another barrel roll. That's a lot of barrel rolling for you there, Zach. And loop the loop. I think this plane could do a loop the loop. But we're gonna need to give it some beans to do a loop the loop. I don't know whether it's going to be happy with me trying this. Hey, that's a loop the loop. And another one. Well, that's a stall. Look, my co-pilot's just trying to assume the controls. Wasn't that the Ultimate Warrior to Hulk Hogan? Assume the controls, Hulk Hogan. If anyone remembers wrestling in the 80s. Yes, that's North Korea. I don't know if I'd consider it for my next holiday, but you know, it's cool. Let's try Somalia before the game crashes, which seems to be a thing, because I did not update my NVIDIA drivers. Did I mention that my NVIDIA drivers are not up to date? Professional GameFront live stream. Right, let's have a quick look at the search, see if we can find it in here. I'm guessing probably not, but you never know.
Mogadishu. Search for Mogadishu.
How's that spelled?
M-O-G-D.
That's it, isn't it? Top result. This one. There we go. What time of day do we don't want it at night, do we really? So that's midday. Set as departure.
Set arrival.
We don't need an arrival, do we?
Kabul.
Kabul?
Manchester.
Well, we're not going to fly to Barton Airport in Salford, Manchester from there, are we? More than likely. Apologies for people watching the stream. We're just seeing what, you know what, sod it. We'll fly to Blackpool, England from Mogadishu Airport in Somalia, because reasons. We're never going to make it there. Oh, did I? Oh, there you go. From Mogadishu to. Oh, I see. Is that there? Yeah. Okay, fine. Set as arrival. Kabul. It's in plane. Yeah, we don't want to do it. We're not going to make it in a stunt plane, are we? What haven't we flown yet? That blue one looks interesting to me. There's no other jets on there, is there? I don't think. Should we try that one? Because that's a. Oh no, I think we did. That was the first one I flew actually. Diamond one, where's that? The blue one. Yeah, I like it. It's got a nice paint scheme on it. Let's have a go on this one. See if it's any good. Fly.
Kabul is the capital of Afghanistan, in case you wonder.
Apparently, we'll run out of fuel by the time we reach Yemen, which makes sense. Yeah. Oh dear.
Is that the way you'd go, actually? Yeah.
I don't know, but running out of fuel in Yemen doesn't sound like a good.
No, I consider it's probably more dangerous than Somalia and Afghanistan.
It's not a good strategy. Yeah, so we'll have a go with this, and then Vancouver, I think.
Don't worry, without pilot skills, there's no danger of reaching Yemen.
Yeah, we're not going to get close to Yemen. It's not even on the cards.
Just in case because you probably won't get a chance to go to Somalia. This is what Mogadishu.
Here's an interesting fact. This game has animals in it, and you can actually fly specific planes, which are like, like when you're in bush aircraft and you're actually trying to spot elephants and giraffes and stuff. You can do that, and it's got elephants and giraffes in it, and you can see them really detailed here, which is crazy. In fact, it might be worth checking that out if we get a chance, because I think there's an option somewhere where you can just start off fairly close to where those animals are, so you don't actually have to find them. Hold on, don't quote me on that. It's, I'm sure a more professional video / live stream will have covered the animals and stuff. We're kind of we can't even get the parking brake to come off, so there you go. Have you even got landing gear on that? Because that looks kind of close to the ground to me. Apparently we found the flaps button, but we don't know which button it was. So, are you even? Yeah, Y and B together. So you just kind of just keep them hold. Yeah, pass it here. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, we're just having some difficulty. The pilots can't seem to get the handbrake off the plane, but we seem to be taking off now, ladies and gentlemen, so please sit back and relax. The cabin crew will be along shortly with some white wine spritzers and carving extra smooth. For the flight, today's in-flight movie will be Dodgeball, as recommended by Morgan Christensen of the Adventure Bits, starring Ben Stiller in his titular role as the Dodgeball. We will be landing in Yemen when we run out of fuel. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. Thank you for flying with GameFront Airways. Is a patch of land. Yeah, so yeah, it's a bit. This airport is a patch of grass. That's kind of how airports work in third world countries. They're literally just patches of grass with a bush shelter. There's nothing there. Yeah, there's probably a little shed or something. I know it's an international airport, but that doesn't mean it's got any. I don't think it's that's not an. Can you see any international jets landing on that strip of grass? Why are you amazed that there's nothing but sand in Somalia? That's kind of exactly what I expected. Stay close to the ground, so if you do run out of fuel, you can land quick. That's good advice for life. Sebastian Collins. This is Mogadishu. It's in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if that's the terminal more than it is perhaps someone's farm or a small village and/or settlement. That's Mogadishu, yes. You know what? Again, it's ridiculously detailed, but I have to admit, I can't get over just how good this game looks. Like, I remember back in the day spending a lot of time with flight simulators, and it was always that thing where, you know, when you're in the airport it kind of looked good, but as soon as you got out of the airport it was basically just flat textures and it looked all pixelated, and it just wasn't it just didn't look right at all. But this game was just. I mean, sometimes you look at it and you think if it didn't have the HUD there and obviously impossible camera angle, it would be like watching a video or something. It's pretty crazy. It is a challenge for you then, given you're basically lined up with what looks like a runway. Try and get on the ground without stuffing up. So let's attempt to land. See, you've got runways everywhere in this country. You can land wherever you like. It's almost as convenient as owning a car. Ooh, that sounded rough. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to bounce. I don't think you're supposed to bounce or use that. That's a car. I tell you what, it did one hell of a U-turn. Did you see that? That was a handbrake turn right there. Genius. Yeah, as you do. You're gonna clip your wings on the buildings. Oh. Now, when you're this close to the ground, obviously the textures are kind of falling back into that old school flight simulator sort of flat texture territory. However, you are not supposed to be this close to the ground. In Mogadishu. Cloakeye Wolf says just drive to Kabul, it'll be easier. That's probably probably true. That's basically what we're doing. We can just swim through the Indian Ocean, it'll be fine. Yeah. I think that's a successful enough landing as long as you don't hit the small hatchback. So let's try Vancouver before the game crashes, yeah. And we might wrap it up there, I think, unless any other good suggestions come through the chat. But they're going to have to be some crackers. So you know, get your thinking caps on, boys and girls. But we'll do Vancouver because we promised. I know where Canada is. Thank you. Is Vancouver in Canada? Hey, what's Canada? I'm not typing this correctly, am I? VANCOUFVER. Oh, my name is Liz Destick. Which airport do we want? International, I assume. There we go. Set as departure. We won't give ourselves a destination because who needs to go? It's the journey, not the destination. Yeah, let's do a 747 again because I like big jets and I cannot lie. And let's see what happens. I don't think I got a chance to fly the 747. I think you had a go, didn't you? So I think it's my go on the 747.
Operation Somali Pirate.
I'll Operation Somali Pirate. Apparently our last flight was codenamed Operation Somali Pirate. I don't know if this is appropriate for a live stream. Good GameFront. Anyway. It's a good thing we don't actually operate as a commercial entity anymore because we wouldn't have jobs by the morning. Anyway, yeah, the 747 from Vancouver. We will take off and see what we can fly. See what we can see.
747 ready for departing.
Yeah, Vancouver. I actually think, if I recall, is one of the. Yeah, I think Vancouver is actually one of the properly modelled airports that they've done like a full like bespoke modelling job on it. So it's got all the taxiways and gates and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't. So is my parking brake on or off? I can't tell. Yeah, throttle up and see if it moves. That seems to be a good strategy. The parking brake is definitely on. The parking brake is now off. success. I know how to jumbo jet, but I need to keep my rudder in check. See that? You know what? You have to be very light on the rudder because it's just little corrections. Just to keep. There you go, perfectly on the centre line. I will let you know when we reach V1. V1, rotate. Up we go. Not too much, not too little. No, that's not a thing. Why are you not flying in the sky? No, you said V1. That's when you go, isn't it? I think. Oh, whatever. We're in the sky. It's fine. No harm done. So here we are, flying over Vancouver in our Boeing 747 jet. I have no idea what the sights and sounds are. I'm guessing the ocean is that way. So we want to go to the left. Oh no! Look at this. This is beautiful. I'm flying this like an eagle soaring through the sky. I know how to jumbo jet. I have no idea where what was it? CN Tower, is that in Vancouver? I think that's in Vancouver. Is it in Mabby, Ontario? Yeah, I don't know. Canada! Let's find some maple syrup and bacon. Racist. Airspeed. Airspeed. You can, you know what? The volumetrics are amazing. So you can see the wake turbulence coming off the back of it. You can see the whatever it's called coming out of the jets. It's pretty cool. It's pretty detailed. It's pretty impressive. It definitely takes flight simulation to the next level. We have another request to fly over somebody's house. Again, technically yes, I can fly over your house. However, no, practically I can't fly over your house because that means you'd have to give me your address. And if you gave me your address on a live stream chat, then I'm just going to kick you and ban you because you're an idiot. So please, people, stop asking me if I can fly over your house. Because the answer is no, I can't fly over your house. If you please, yeah, it's just like, why would you ask that question on a live stream? If you want to give me your town or city of residence, then you know we can maybe check that out. But yeah, don't start posting your name, address, social security number, telephone number, you know, bra size. There's just no need to put all this into your a live stream chat. Yeah, if you give me your nearby city, then I'll check that out. But I can't guarantee I'll fly over your house because I don't know where you live. Yeah, so Vancouver. Not really, this is the internet. People will hunt you down and unbox you. That's just kind of how that works. It's just not a good thing to do. I am being told to climb to 9,400 feet. I reject your reality and I substitute my own. So, you are repeatedly asking me if I can go over your nearest town and city, but you've not told me what town or city that is. So until you do that, the answer is no. But if you share your location of residence, then I will be happy to give that a go. So yeah, Vancouver, it's all right. Canada, Canadians and stuff. Pine Brook. I don't know, where is Pine Brook? Is it in Mississippi? Hello Grisha, welcome. Yeah, so Vancouver's alright. I've managed to fly this relatively okay so far without flying into the ground. Pine Brook is in New Jersey, in the United States of America. So we can definitely do New Jersey, if not Pine Brook. Well, I don't know if Pine Brook itself will have an airport, will it? I'm going to assume. We'll check it. We'll check it out and see. Yeah. So here we are in our Boeing 747 flying over Vancouver. Expected to land in Vancouver any second now. Down we go. Langley. That is where Linus Tech Tips of Linus Tech Tips is filmed, I believe. Should we go and find Linus? No, Langley is a town in Canada. Like I say, it's where the Linus Tech Tips. I demand Linus. Where are you? Linus, are you here? Plane! Oof. That's not a thing. Why is crashing just not a thing in this? Ladies and gentlemen, we have successfully landed in Langley in Canada. Okie dokie. I'll tell you what, main menu. And you can see, we'll see if we can find Pine Brook in New Jersey. It's loading the main menu. Apparently he's going to try and find the nearest airport to Pine Creek. Pine Creek. Yeah, so I'll search for Pine Creek, but I'm not going to... Oh, Pine Brook, was it? Pine Brook, sorry, not Pine Creek. Apologies. That's not going to be a thing. Essex County Airport, apparently is the closest. I'm guessing it's that one, Essex County Caldwell. That looks like New Jersey to me. Because New Jersey is near New York, and that's New York, so that seems about right. Fair enough. You may have to give us some directions as to where we want to go once we take off, yeah. But yeah, why not? Do you want the 7.4 again? Tell you what, while we look it up on the map, if you want to let us know what plane you'd like to see, you have a choice of the Airbus A320 Neo, the Red Baron, the 747, some little things, a glider, you've got some Learjet type things and a crop duster. So yeah, any of our choice, fair enough. Let's go with this one because we haven't flown in this yet. Try and get as many planes as we can in.
Oh, it's going to be a small airport, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be a small airport. Let's get that loading. And we've also got a request from Grisha, check for LQSA, which I assume is an airport code. So yeah, we'll check that out after we check out this, and then we probably will need to wrap it up because we've been going for a good few hours now, I think. But yeah, let's. We've got directions apparently, so we know where we're going. But it depends which way you're taking off from, doesn't it? So you're gonna have to figure that out as well. We're heading northwest from the airport, apparently. So what we'll do is we'll head northwest from the airport, 9 miles north of the airport. Apparently is where you live. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll take off. We'll head northeast towards what we think is Pine Brook, and then we'll look at the ground. And if it's your lucky day, you might see your house. Apparently he's saying can we go southwest instead, but yeah, we might not see anything actually because there seems to be a lot of fog on the ground, but hey ho. We'll see what we can do. So who's correct? Are we going southwest or are we going northeast? I have no idea.
Northwest on Google Maps says that's where Pine Brook is.
So according to Google Maps, Pine Brook is northwest from the airport, we're taking off from runway this one, which is whatever this runway is. I'm sure there must be a compass. Yeah, the compass, there's a massive compass in the top left of the screen. What a dingleberry. I don't know which runway this is, but runway 4. This is runway 4 based on the number 4 on the runway, so if that gives you a clue, then I think we do want to head northeast, I'm going to assume. Yeah, runway 4. Incorrect altimeter setting. To set the altimeter, press the B button. I don't need altitude. What do you think I am, a plane? I don't know, but you might want to get it off the ground before you run out of runway. So here we are in the sky. Like, oh no, 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 no! What have you done?
Fucking plane shit.
Give it here. Let me have a go.
Let me
You're sacked. You've been you're sacked. Look, that was a proper plane. It's got wings on it, wings and an engine.
I'm gonna use an airbus to quicker.
You're gonna take off from that airport in an Airbus, right?
Change it to an airbus, please.
So apparently Pine Brook is in the opposite direction
So what?
to whatever you think you're doing. So I think we take off and do a 180. I'm going to assume.
Google Maps was-
Yeah, maybe were you looking at it back to front? I don't know. That should be in our recent airports. Cool. Yeah, so opposite direction from runway 4. So apparently, according to the chat, we need to take off from runway 4, 180, and then that's Pine Brook, or Pine Creek as I call it. Yeah, we're going to take off from a small local airport in an Airbus and hope that it all goes well.
Yeah, the mechanics on this game are just insane. Like,
Yeah.
drive along dirt roads in Mogadishu, so I'm sure we'll be fine.
It's we could start in the air, but we don't know where the town is, and I don't think it's marked as a landmark. So we know what we're doing now. Radioactive Lobster, don't confuse us now by giving us instructions. We know we're taking off from runway 4 and doing a 180.
We're in the southwest.
Apparently, the chat is now saying, "Wait, it is northwest."
Yeah.
It is northwest. Yeah. So. All right. Apologies, I'm just arguing with my co-pilot here, who seems to think he's well, no, he was right actually. So yeah, he is the navigator on this occasion. Yeah, so we just want to head. So yeah, take off northwest in our Airbus A380. Is it A38? No, it's an A320, isn't it? A320 Neo. Off we go then. Someone in the chat is just saying mind the branches, which is probably a genuine concern on this runway with this plane. I suspect in real life, and I could be wrong, but I do suspect in real life this airport doesn't see very many commercial jets. Given you've run clean out of runway already. Oh, you actually have run out of runway. Oh, that's amazing. That's scary. You really should not have been there. That is fast. You don't realise how fast planes go, do you, really, until you see them that close to the ground. But yeah. Okay, so we head in the right direction, northwest.
Squawk 6702, Airbus 320.
So we're just heading in the correct direction now. Apparently, yes. This airport only ever sees Cessnas and 2 Learjets apparently, so I think you're a bit ambitious with the A320 Neo, but hey ho. Lincoln Park they were okay back in the day, I suppose, but I don't rate them much these days. So yeah, we'll just look at the. Yeah, so we're 9 miles from there is apparently Beaverbrook Creek or whatever. I don't know how to show the map. Is there a map option? I'm not sure. But we'll look at the ground, and it says go a bit to the left. His house is to the left apparently. Again, if people figure out where you live, then I'm not taking any responsibility for that. Brakar, I'm just going to follow your instructions for a few minutes until we then go and check out this other airport. But it's kind of delayed the chat, so I think we're going roughly the right way now. Yeah. Do you recognise where you are? Is this Pine Brook? We don't know. Have you been just kind of changing direction? Because that probably doesn't help. Is this? Yeah, I don't know. That could be Pine Brook. I have no idea. No, we need. Apparently, we're going the wrong way. We need to go left. We're going completely the wrong way apparently. And except 110 degrees left. Figure that much out. I think we're heading in the right direction now. It'll be your turn soon in a minute, Brisha. We'll check out your request in a second, and then we'll wrap the stream up. If you try and tell us when to go straight, that might not work because there's a delay in the chat. So you're seeing things about 15 seconds late, so that might not work. Unless you can tell us 15 seconds early, and then it might just about work.
New York approach Airbus Alpha Sierra.
I don't know, is that Pine Brook?
8,600 feet.
It's like those, you know, like those games where like Twitch plays Pokemon and stuff. This is just like YouTube live stream chat plays Microsoft Flight Simulator. A little bit to the left apparently, but you're heading right. So yeah, but you just keep going in a big circle. You'll be going. I don't know, because I don't know where Pine Brook Creek is. My brother just keeps saying to me, he's like, and I'm like, I don't know. I've never been to Pine Brook. Yeah, what? Give us a landmark that we should be looking for, and then we might actually have a fighting chance of finding it. Give us some kind of something to aim for. Yeah, that does look like a quarry. Where's the quarry? Give us some rough idea from where the big quarry is, where we want to go. If you ask me one more time if that's Pine Brook, I will literally get out of this chair and kill you. I think there's pines and a creek, says the chat. I don't know if there is a creek, because I made the creek bit up, to be honest. I was getting it wrong, but I don't know, is this Pine Brook? I have no idea. We must have flown over it by now. I'm sure we've covered most of the county at this stage. I don't know. I think if we've not seen Pine Brook at this point, we're not gonna get there. He's given us a smiley face chat or a laughing emoji of some description. So we might have. Apparently, there's a map. Apparently, I don't know how to get the map up. Is there a map? If someone knows the keyboard shortcut for the map, then I will happily bring the map up, but I don't know what the shortcut for map is. I can start pressing keys. Let's press buttons. But if this plane falls out of the sky because I'm pressing buttons. Oh, I've done something with the camera. Oh. Yeah, do you recognise the lake we're flying over? Navlog, I don't know. Oh, there's a map. I don't know where I pressed for the map, but we've got a map. So if we can, yeah, there's Pine Creek, Pine Brook Creek. Can we make it bigger? We can make it bigger. We don't need to see the plane. We just want to see where we're going. Look at these graphics. I know, but I need to see where Pine Brook Creek is. Where's Pine Creek Brook? Oh look, we can see where the other planes are. That's useful. PE. Zoom out then. Zoom in. That says arms, that says muggy, that says Canada, that says people, that says sod the world. Tinny, wait, alright, alright, calm down. Let me just move this window. My co-pilot's not happy because I've removed his ability to see where he's going. Turn right quick, apparently right, but I don't think we can't turn right at this altitude, we'll hit the ground. Apparently it's at the location marked on the map as BL or BUDSS. So is that this thing over here? Can you see a waypoint on this? Oh, this is how not to play Microsoft Flight Simulator, brought to you courtesy of GameFront. And is it this one, Buds? Yeah, Buds. We want to go to Buds. We're going the right way, I think. Just stay in this direction and just look at the ground, and then we can pull this Pine Creek. Yeah, I'm getting rid of it now. Don't worry. And then we'll put all this Pine Brook Creek business to bed. No idea. There we go. I think that's where we're going roughly in the right direction. Request to fly lower. We are descending now, and we are heading straight to I can't remember what it's called, Beaver Brook Creek or whatever. I don't fucking know anymore. The Pine Brook, the quest for Pine Brook. Microsoft Flight Simulator, the quest for Pine Brook DLC. Oh Jesus! I shouldn't have thrown it out for requests. I regret my life. Apparently we're going to the left a little bit. This must be Pine Brook. Yeah, it must be right below us then. That must be it. I think he's trying to navigate. Yeah, he wants us to go parallel to that highway. I think he's trying to find his house. You just throw it into the ground around here, and you can see if he recognises his parents going out for shopping or something. I don't know. See if you can spot your neighbour's dog. You're coming round. You're also going down at an alarming rate. Your altitude is dropping so fast. Like, that's not cool in a Boeing 747. It's not cool in an Airbus either. I think is that Pine Brook Creek done now? That's. You know what's ironic? Apparently this is where the quarry was. So we'd already found the place when we were told to turn left. Look, there's the quarry over there. I don't know if it's actually a quarry. What is it? I don't know.
132.8 Airbus 320.
We didn't reach his house, but we were very close, apparently. But at least you can see your general area where you live. So yeah, there we go. Pine Brook Creek. Tick. Off. Done. We're satisfied now. We're moving on. So let's. Yeah, you can see the shadow of the plane on the ground. It's pretty realistic. I tell you what. Why don't you get really close to the ground and you can see what that looks like? Throw it down, in fact. You're not going to find his house. Give me that controller. Ladies and gentlemen, technical difficulties. Our co-pilot has suddenly got Stockholm Syndrome and is now trying to actually find his house actively on the game. So, welcome to the worst Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream on the internet. I don't think it... how do you know that's his house? You don't even know who he is. We are, yeah. So we're flying with the highway. If you see your house, let me know. Yeah, the good thing, Grisha, is yes, the game is incredible, even if we're not. So yeah,
Oh no! Shit, I'm on the wrong highway. It's alright.
So yeah, I mean, visually, in terms of simulation, all that stuff, this game is super duper impressive. The truth is, we don't have a clue what we're doing. Yeah, just throw it into the woods. Let's go for Grisha's request, and then we'll call it a day. I think. Hey, taxi speed. What the hell? Did it bounce and go up?
Walk 6321 Airbus 320.
What the hell happened there? Physics, ladies and gentlemen. Physics. Water landing. Here we go. The water looks incredible. That is so nice. I mean, landing a plane in a river isn't nice, but the water looks nice. And that is a success. We're evacuation checklist complete. Yeah, that is.
I hope it's satisfied.
We found the creek in Beaver Brook Creek. So there we go. Remind me again what airport you wanted to go to if you're still here, Grisha, and we'll check that out. Nice landing apparently, so well done. To be fair, the landing was fine. The location was probably the issue. Yeah, we'll do this one last request and then we'll call it a day. LQSA apparently is where we want to go. So let's go on our search. LQSA. There we go. Sarajevo.
Which is Serbia.
I think so. Do you have a particular preference for the time of day, Grisha? We will aim to meet that. If you want to let us know.
Sarajevo, is that Serbia?
I think so. Is that because the map hasn't loaded in? Because I don't know why it's gone grey when you zoom in close like that. Clear day weather apparently, so we'll do midday, flight conditions, clear skies, select departure. I thought I'd already done that. Oh, it's this one, isn't it? LQSA, there we go. Says departure, fly, here we go. I don't know what plane I was in there, but never mind. I think we're still in the Airbus, fair enough. To be honest, I have to admit the jets, for whatever reason, jets are easy to fly in these games and little stunt planes and stuff. You'd think it'd be the other way around, but no, I think because they have a lot of automated controls for I don't know, altitude and plane stuff. So here we are in Sarajevo. I've no idea where your house is. If you want to request a heading after we take off, let me know. I tell you what, this looks like a nice part of the world to live in, doesn't it? Sunshine, green grass. Yeah, so parking brake off and give it some beans. There we go. Let's give it a touch of rudder just to keep it on the centre line. Pretend I know what I'm doing. Just fly above the city. Yeah, we can do that. I'm guessing this isn't a major city though. It doesn't look. Oh, is it? Okay. Apparently Torval and Dean won the gold medal here, I'm being told. I don't know a lot about sports, so there you go. I thought Torval and Dean were like a musical act. Figure skaters, Torval and Dean, apparently. I have no idea. So I'm guessing that over here is where the city is, so we'll about face a little bit. Lay off the throttle. Hey, tell you what, I actually took that off in a relatively smooth way, I think. I don't think I've flown the Airbus yet. I think it was you flying the Airbus last time.
No, it's nice to fly. Yeah, I managed to fly the highway and stick Jason.
Oh, I think I've made. I've got power on. I've got power on. There we go. Here's the city. It is a nice low pass of the city for you. I don't know if you'll see anything of note or interest, things you recognise. There's a warehouse and a building and some tall buildings and some fields and some trees and a river and some mountains and some houses and other condominiums stuff. Yeah, the Airbus A320 is pretty easy to fly actually. I know I nearly threw it into the ground there, but you can't have everything. Oh, the stick shaker's going. What have we done? Power, power, power. So, where's downtown around here then? Can you give me a... I'm guessing... Is that downtown or is that downtown? This looks densely populated. There's a lot of mountains around. It looks like a nice place to live. I'll give it that much. But then again, I live in the UK where it's just raining constantly, so, you know. We will circle around for one more pass. Yeah, so this is Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's really, really nice. It's graphically very impressive. In terms of the accuracy of how the aircraft handle, I can only really sort of make guesses on that because I don't know. I don't know exactly how aircraft are supposed to handle, but from what I understand, the physics and the handling and stuff are very realistic as well. So if you're actually someone who likes your planes, then yeah, I'm sure you're going to have a wonderful time with this. Yeah, for people who are just maybe a bit more casual aviation enthusiasts like me, it's like any other flight simulator really. You know, you play around with it for a bit, you dick about, you crash into the ground, you have a laugh, and then you get bored of it and you probably move on. I might find myself coming back to this more often than maybe older versions of Microsoft Flight Simulator, just because it's just so pretty. I mean, you know, there's clouds and it's all so detailed, and you can shut up saying overspeed. Yeah, you can see every little detail and stuff. It's just a nice thing, really, isn't it? So yeah, I think I can see myself having a lot of fun with this. Again, I'm not. Yeah, you're not going to run out of places to go. There's plenty of stuff to explore and stuff. So Sydney Opera House, Sydney, Australia. You know what? That's a good. Let's do Sydney. Let's wrap this stream up with Sydney, shall we? I've given my conclusions on the. Yeah, Sarajevo was very satisfactory. Grisha was so happy. Thank you so much. I found the place where I was before. So yeah, that was cool. We had much more success with that than we did with Beaverbrook Hollow or whatever the fuck. But yeah, I'll tell you what. You have a go on Sydney. I will do the searching. Sydney, Australia. Is it this one? Sydney International, I'm guessing, yeah. Set as departure. Do you want the Airbus again? I think that's the easiest to fly at it, so we'll do the Airbus. Let's go. Okay, let's find the Sydney Opera House. Discord, yeah, if you want to join us on Discord, just head to GameFront.com and under the community menu you'll find a link for Discord. We're all hanging in there. You'll find me under the username of FileTrekker. James is in there as well, and Zach and Morgan and everybody. So yeah, GameFront.com, community menu, Discord. Apparently WWW Graph says the bendy bits on the A320 make him nervous because they move so much. Yeah, I get where you're coming from, but I think it needs to do that because apparently, yeah, planes in real life, you see the wings flapping up and down and stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so GameFront is owned by an Australian company, so you won't be hearing my Australian accent. Good day, mate. We're here now in Sydney, Australia, and we're just going to head out now to find the Sydney Opera Barbecue. We're going to find the dingo, mate, on the Sydney Opera Barbecue. Fun fact, the Sydney Opera House is basically designed after a giant barbecue. I'm going to stop with the Australian accent before I get in trouble. Yeah, so I'm guessing, well, this is going to be the river actually, so we're probably not going to be too far away from the Sydney Opera House. Have you got your brakes on? Alright, you just said at me in a really annoyed way. Well, I wouldn't be moving if I didn't have the brake on, would I? So I've clearly ruffled some feathers there. I'm going to try and get some directions for Sydney Harbour. Well, it looks like we're in the harbour because there's a lot of water about. So looking at this, yeah, literally it's like you've got Sydney Airport and the Opera House. Oh, we found it, yeah, cool. So that was easy. I do like how the game points out places of interest and stuff like that. That's a nice touch. Morgan89 in the chat says the roar of the engine is extremely soothing. Apparently no jimmies have been rustled with our spot-on Australian accents, so we're okay there. So this is downtown Sydney, Australia. You can see there the Sydney Opera House.
Should be a bridge around here somewhere. Hey, Brett.
There's a bridge right next to it there, mate. You can see it right there. I tell you what, Australia again is like one of those places. It would be so cool to live there because it's just sunshine all year round. Isn't it like summertime at Christmas? Isn't that just living the dream? The fact that you can bathe in like 100-degree heat and have your barbecue going, cooking your Christmas turkey on the barbecue. There is the harbour. Yeah, Sydney Harbour Bridge is more like a suspension bridge, isn't it? I do believe, from what I understand from it might be further down, but I'm fairly sure that this game struggles with bridges, like not like bridges. Like I've seen footage of like London with London Bridge and Tower Bridge just not there and stuff. So I'm not sure about bridges. Yeah, San Francisco. If San Francisco doesn't have the Golden Gate, then there's issues there. Should we check out San Francisco dead quick? Let's check out San Francisco dead quick, and then London dead quick, and then we really have to end this fucking live stream because it's 11 o'clock at night here in the United Kingdom of Great Britain, Northern Ireland, and outlying territories and dominions. So we need to call time on this at some point, but I'm just having too much fun.
The list of places you can go and explore and fly around.
Yeah, this is the thing with this game. Even if you don't do planes as such. I mean, everyone likes a plane, but even if you don't do planes and stuff, there's no shortage of places to check out and explore on this game. San Francisco. That's not San Francisco.
Go back on it, I just saw International Airport.
Down. Yeah, it's going to be one of these. This one, San Francisco International. There we go. Says departure. We'll stick with our Airbus for the rest of the stream because we know how to fly it more or less. Yeah.
So we're going to try and find the Golden Gate.
We'll try and find the Golden Gate Bridge, and then I think we should take off from no, London City, because it's right in the centre, and we can save a lot of time rather than trying to find well, no, in an Airbus, London City Airport in an Airbus would be fine. We might clip the shard on the way out, but it should be cool. I don't think we should fly the Red Baron again because I can control it, but you're not good enough. Yeah, the A320neo incorporates two new engine choices, either Pratt & Whitney's Pure Power PW1 1100 something GM geared turbofan and the CFM International Leap 1A, along with the Sharklet wingtip devices. Interesting fact for you. Yeah, we could. I mean, there's so many places you could check out. Tokyo is one. You could. Yeah, I mean, there's no end of possibilities, is there? But so my brother's requesting to see Blackpool Tower now. Apparently. We can the Eiffel Tower. This is the thing is we could be here for hours just looking for places. Dubai apparently is another place we now want to check out. The Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. There's so many places you could check out. I mean, when you start thinking about it, you literally could do just a full 1 week live stream of just checking places out. But we are limited on time. So I tell you what, I mean, I don't know if anyone else in the chat has got any suggestions on well, I mean, we'll go to one more place after we check out the Golden Gate Bridge. So I mean, my vote is for London. The other votes are for Tokyo in Japan. We have got Dubai as well. Or if there's any other popular suggestions, if anyone wants to throw... Yeah, so London, Tokyo and Dubai are the three main places we're kind of thinking of here. So if people want to tell us their preference of what they want to see, and that's what we'll do for our big finale, which was supposed to be Pyongyang an hour ago. But we're still here because GameFront. Yeah, so the Golden Gate Bridge, just to see how it handles bridges. Now it's going to be near the harbour, isn't it? I assume.
Normal approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray
the Bay Area, as they call it.
Airbus A20 and 2 miles northwest of San Francisco, 800 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
I think it might be roughly in the direction you're heading. Yeah, is that it over there to the left? Because it'll be crossing those two bits of land over just to your left, won't it? I would have thought. It might not be there. That's the issue. Apparently bridges are not fully. Some of them are there but don't look right. Some of them are just missing completely. I would have thought and hoped that something like the Golden Gate Bridge would be fully. That's got to be it there, surely. There's two bridges crossing in San Francisco, but I'm sure the Golden Gate Bridge will be the one. Yeah, it's the one directly in front. No, the one to the right is just going to a small little island thing. That can't be it. Yeah, but that's not. That it's there. That is the Golden Gate Bridge. It's there on your left. Dude, that's the Golden Gate Bridge. Crash into it, and you'll see exactly what it is. So the Golden Gate Bridge, at least, seems reasonable enough. How detailed is it? We'll soon find out when we hit it, or land on it. Try and land on it. That might be interesting. Yeah, land an Airbus on the Golden Gate Bridge. You can do it in Watch Dogs 2. I'm sure you can do it in this. Is that like a boat or a tanker ship in the ocean there? Okay, give it credit. The Golden Gate Bridge is pretty spot on. That's probably one of the hand-modelled assets, to be fair. Although that reflection or whatever is happening with the road underneath it. Wow, what just happened there? I don't know. You've just done a somersault in an Airbus. Phenomenal.
There you go. That's theory put to bed.
So the Golden Gate Bridge, yes. The textures underneath it, no. Let's go to London City Airport because nobody has suggested anywhere different to go to. So no, we're not. We're not chasing any more people's houses. That was a mistake. So if I never hear of Pine Brook Beaver Creek again for the rest of my life, it'll be too soon. Yeah, no, let's stick with the Airbus and let's go for London City Airport, even though it's probably completely inappropriate for the... No, you know what, actually, I think jets do land at London City Airport. I'm sure they do. I know it's a small one. It's floating on the Thames, apparently, if I recall. Let's change the time of day. Let's do it first, kind of... You want to try and land at Heathrow? Fair enough. I suppose we should try and do one proper landing in this game. We'll go for like an early evening kind of thing because we've done midday to death a little bit. So if we do maybe a bit earlier, yeah, that kind of time of day. Dusk.
Arrival Heathrow.
I'm just gonna try and find it again. What have I done? Says departure. Alright, well, you want Heathrow as your arrival, don't you? So we'll just put, well, we can put Heathrow in, and that will bring up Heathrow. Set as arrival. And off we go. And we'll see. There's no need to miss James and Mitch Axe Drama. They were on a live stream just the other day playing Fall Guys, so you can check that out, or you can check James, Mitch, and Zach on the Adventure, not the Adventure Bits. You can check them off on the Minecraft show, and they did a couple of videos recently going over Dark Souls. So yeah, don't worry. James and Mitch and Zach and Morgan are all around. I'm just here doing this because reasons. Although you can check out the Adventure Bits as well, where James, Morgan and Zach do other videos as well, so you can subscribe to the Adventure Bits for some more content.
City Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 ready for departure to the west 10 runway 27. The
Airbus does look very nice. And yeah, I knew London City Airport was floating on the River Thames. Oh, that is pretty. That is just pretty. That is a pretty game. Yeah, dusk is so much better than midday. We should have been playing this at dusk all along, really. That just looks phenomenal. Just the way the light bounces off the water and the reflections. And okay, this is a very short runway. I will give it that. Hello to Scott O'Brien. Yeah, I've been with Filefront/GameFront since 2002, when I was probably about 12. So, well, no, I'd have been a bit older than that. But yeah, it's good to see you still around. And like I say, James and Mitch and Zach and everyone is still making videos, so you can check out their recent stuff, including the new season of the Minecraft show, Season 4, which is currently underway, so check it out. The O2 Arena, which is the Millennium Dome, very nice. The greatest white elephant in the history of UK taxpayers' money, I think. We just spent a load of money on a big tent, which, well, there's an arena in there now, so that's fair enough. But when it was first built, people were like, cool, we've built this big tent, what do we do with it now? That is the River Thames. I'll tell you what, London looks pretty detailed. See if you can find Large Ben, like if you just fly along the river, find Large Ben and the Tower of Bridges, or whatever it's called, Tower Bridge. It's kind of on the way to Heathrow, isn't it? So yeah, whatever you do though, don't crash into the ground. Just look at the wake coming off the engines. It just looks so good. So the Shard is where Tower Bridge is. So you should have Tower Bridge there where the Shard is. That, yeah, you can see Tower Bridge. That's pretty cool. Tower Bridge looks spot on, to be fair. In fact, London in general just looks spot on, because I'm sure I just saw like the was it Cannon Street station? That's the Houses of Parliament, which seems to have the scaffolding on ridiculously enough. Is it? Yeah. Is that, or is it just the light? For those who don't know, the Houses of Parliament are covered in scaffolding at the moment because it's going under like a 10-year renovation. So that's why I made the scaffolding come in. London is ridiculous. That is so like realistic. Scott in the chat just says MFS looks brilliant. Yeah, honestly, this game is just so good. Why are you flying it upside down? What have you done? Oh. And now the end is near, and I must face. Recovered it. Recovered it. No problems there. You recovered it only to wedge it in between some houses. Okay, first complaint, those houses are clearly like generic assets because they look kind of American to me, those houses. They don't look like, you don't get many semi-detached sort of one-story houses in the United Kingdom. That's just not... Yeah, but they're not... No, they look American. They look like generic assets to me. But that's fair enough, because when you're like in the sky, which we're not, by the way, because the plane's currently embedded itself into Mrs. Miggins' living room. But what does that look like from the cockpit? Not a good situation. If you see this view from the cockpit of your Airbus A320, then you've done goofed. But why is the brickwork and the texture detail so high when you're this close to it? Wow, British Gas have invented hover vans. It's amazing. Right, anyway, this is Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's ridiculous on so many levels and in a good way. We're going to call it a day. So thank you very much for watching this incredibly professional live stream where everything went smoothly into plan. And we'll be back soon with some more stuff. Dark Souls 2, Minecraft, and things of that nature. Thank you very much. And as soon as I find the stop button, I will see you all later.